Good morning to everyone. Myself Ranjana Goswami, and my topic is fiber yielding plants in Bhimtal region. In this presentation, I'm going to explain you about the fiber yielding plants which is present in Bhimtal region, particularly in a whole. If you reference to it is present, it is a region which is present in the entire district of Uttarakhand. Here's my name Ranjana, and this is my role. This is the content of table which I'm going to discuss with you. Introduction, methodology, how I did my research on that topic, and then I have results, but I get the results from all those research, and then I have conclusion, like how I interpret all this research and analyze the research. This is the introduction which is talking about what is the fiber. If you know, the fiber is a the scleral chromatous cells, which is very rich in cellulose and lignin. Actually, from the past years, past I don't know how much, like it is 10,000 years back, we humans started wearing the clothes. We started storing our grains. So from past years, we need something cloth in which we can save all these grains, cover ourselves. So with that civilization, we started taking out the fibers from the natural sources. So here I have described some of the plants from which we get the fibers, especially reference to Bhimtal. So we know that the most common fiber which we see, that is cotton. In scientific name is Gospium arboreum, which is particularly present in the region of India and Pakistan. Although its major production occur in Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra region, but its also production also occur in Uttarakhand. Neither. This fiber is so durable and it's very comfy in summer, especially because it soaks all the sweat. Talking about other fibers, I during my research I found that is Girardiana diversiflora. That is the most common fiber which is found in the Himalayan region, because that is the fiber Girardiana diversiflora, which we commonly call a bichu ghas. Although I have so many topics to tell about the fibers, because I have made about 11 to 12 uh, plants of fiber which I have researched, but as in because of the limited time I have, I'm discussing very few which is very common and which is very popular and which is very important to discuss. So I'm talking about Girardiana diversiflora, that is called bichu ghas. Commonly we call it by that name, but that is also known as the Himalayan nettle, and it is so used in the production of fiber. And that fiber which obtained from that plant, generally we get it from the stem of the plant, and with so much processing from its retting to its production, it involves various steps, and it's generally produced during the July month, but its major production occur in the Chamoli region and Uttarakhand, and in which the Uttarakhand Development Board of Bamboo and Climate Change has done research, and there's another which generally its production occur in the mid of July and September. Talking about my third plant species, that is Bombex siaba, and that is very common in the area which we are here. I have seen these plants in the Bhimtal, as well as I have seen this kind of plants as well in the even in Halwani region as well. So these plants also produce the fibers, but the fibers is not produced with the seeds, but the fibers produced around the pods of the seeds which produce the. This fibers very have a very antibiotic capacity. Because of that reason they are stuffed in pillow, and they also used in the surgical padding. Here I'm referencing to the medical uh, equipments and medical requirements. So these are the particular introduction. But if I'm talking about the results which I have concluded, that in Uttarakhand is very rich in the fibers, but a lot of work is needed to make it economical and to make its impact on more on GDP perspective. Its potential has, but its potential is not completely harnessed, and we need to harness a lot of potential of these fibers, and with by which we can do, we have certain steps through which we can completely harness its potential. And during my in like if I'm talking about my methodology before talking about the how we can harness, so I have my methodology in three steps. That is, first I went out for the field survey where I've seen some the plant species which is I can see, and available in that area especially, and in which it is available to see for myself to be convenient to see that species. Another one which I was step I have taken in methodology was taking interview of the local peoples, because these are the people who know much more than us, because they are doing that work. They know these fibers from their childhood, because they are the tribes which are living with them, which are making their livelihood dependent on them. They are so connected to them. And the fourth and third method steps was the reading of so many journals, because I have studied so many research papers regarding the fibers. So I get to know about like how, from introduction to its processing when it's time to get flourish of the different species of the plant fibers. I get to know more about it, and I get to know the various references from which they have studied, and I also get to know about them. So I have taken a lot of references from them as well during my whole research. Apart from me, I'm concluding my lecture and results as well as the conclusion. I would say, from if I'm talking about the government initiative to harness the potential of the plant fiber, government has taken a lot of steps. And back in 2003, the government, Uttarakhand government, come up with the establishment of Uttarakhand Bamboo and Natural Fiber uh, Board, which is working to in harnessing the plant fiber uses. I got to know that I'm just taking out the short form of the Uttarakhand Bamboo and Natural Fiber Development Board, UBNF, has taken so many projects in the Chamoli region, where they have like Chamoli and Uttarkasi. They have 7 mills in which they extract the fiber and they produce the uh, useful fiber for the industrial purposes and for the textile industry. So it's a government good steps, but all of steps is further needed. And talking about so many mills are present around this Uttarakhand region. If you see that there is a mill in Uttarakhand region for fiber extraction as well, and in Dehradun we have, in Haridwar we have another mill, and so many mills are present in Uttarakhand region to extract the fibers uses. But a lot need to be done, because it also provides the livelihood to the people as well as to it's good for the environment, because these are the natural fibers. They can degrade degradable, but these, if we talk about the synthetic fiber, they can harm our environment and they can be non-biodegradable. And talking about recent steps taken by government, that is, I was just reading the newspaper and I get to know that in September 2022, government of India released the e-magazine of handloom, in which it has given the spatial complete magazine to the Uttarakhand weavers and Uttarakhand culture related to fibers extraction or their uh, fibers uses handcrafts and handlooms, so that they can enhance the export of these materials. So it's a good initiative taken by the government of India, and a lot of steps has been taken, and a lot of steps are underway and working. We are hoping for an optimistic view, and this is all in my research paper, and this I have got to know. And thank you for listening me. Here I'm concluding myself as Shivasami. Thank you for listening carefully. Dhanyawad.